Guys, so this is part 2 of the rolling block star quilt. I think it's rolling star block quilt. I don't know. Anyway, so I already got this part done, the star, and now I'm just going to start. This is another block, so it's kind of different than the one before, but it's the same pattern. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to show you guys how to go around, and then around here, and then the edges. And again, this is all completely hand-pieced, so try and do my design here. So you can set it up and see how the blocks look prior to piecing. Like, I like to set them out and kind of design the different blocks. My blocks are all going to be different, but the same color palette in each one. So here's what you do. So you start a stitch here, and then you just slowly do a running stitch right here. And again, like I said in the first video, your first star is going to be like pretty wonky, but you know, the second, third, fourth, 20th one is going to look really good. So you just got to keep going, keep making them. As you watch, I'm going to try and show you as close to the camera as I can. Let me make sure everything's filming and I'm in frame. 1 second. Okay, great. Okay. Alright. And then I turn it over, put the good sides together. And when I start on a new area, I do a back stitch to get going. Alright, and you keep going, and you just do a running stitch here. And then I do another back stitch, and I push it through to the back, and then I open it up. So our first block is done, and see how you can't see any of the stitches. That's what's great about hand piecing versus EPP is you don't see the stitches because it's just like a regular stitch, and there's no extra work of putting the paper on and printing out a bunch of paper and using a bunch of paper. So the first one here is I'm just gonna do a stitch there. And again, guys, if you get like confused, you're unable to like keep up with the video, just pause it and then put it on like slow mode and you can see exactly how I do it. You can zoom in. But I'm going to do a slow tutorial, or I'm going to do like a basic tutorial here, but I think I'm also going to do like just some hand piecing videos on this quilt and just show you guys exactly how I piece an entire quilt. And I'm going to try and piece this entire quilt with videos and stuff, so you guys can watch as the quilt starts really coming together, and I'll do updates. If you guys follow me on Instagram, it's Courtney Land Quilts on Instagram, and I'll do updates of the entire quilt. Like I said in the first video for the rolling star quilt, I've literally made now like 5 different blocks with different color patterns because I could not decide on a color pattern or color palette. Like the first one I had red in it and it was just, the red was annoying me. Second one I had too many colors. So stressful. Okay. So there's my stitching, and I just do, I could probably do my stitches closer together, but usually I don't. I just do like 3 or 4. Alright, you guys might hear my husband and my kiddos. They are outside playing, and I don't think they know I'm doing a video right now, so you might hear me talk to them in a minute. Might not. Alright, so like I did, I just flipped it, put it to the good side, and probably after this little part right here, I'm probably going to start a new thread. This block takes me, like the whole block, which is a 12-inch by 12-inch block, it takes me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to finish each block. so I had to do this video in 2 parts because my phone was not holding that much memory. So I usually do my thread I cut to my elbow. So I've been hand piecing now for about, I would say like 4 years. I started like I learned by machine, and then I saw a thing about like hand piecing, and I didn't realize that all the old quilts that I would see, well, most of the old quilts I'd see were actually pieced by hand. Like, I didn't know that. That's how they used to do it. And then I started looking at all these old booklets, and I found out how like women used to share hand piecing patterns with each other through the mailbox or through the newspapers and through like newsletter pamphlets. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so addicted to this. I love it. So most of my quilts are hand pieced. I would say like all of them, honestly. Alright, so again, I put the good sides together. It doesn't have to go all the way to the end, and I'll show you guys like at the end how it still looks good even though it's not like exactly points, or, you know, that's just not my style. I like the handmade feeling. I like the personal feeling. Perfection is not my goal at all. If anything, I'm like, I try and put my personality and my humanness into each one that I piece. If there's a mistake, it's like, whatever. I made the mistake, and, you know, maybe when my kids are studying my quilts, when I'm older, they'll be like, look, Mommy made an error here. I think that'd be sweet. But yeah. So I'm not really interested in perfection in my quilts. I really do like the personality of quilts that are a little off. Okay, so I'm gonna do some back stitches here, and then I'll probably do a little knot as well. And I do have my iron on, so I'll probably iron it when I'm done with the full block. Okay, see, it's how it's going. Now, it's a little puffy right here, so if your quilt starts getting a little puffy, or your block, it's okay, because it'll iron out and it'll look really good. But you see how, like, even though my points aren't perfect, when you actually get it going and you put, when this is all sewn up or whatever and this is all ironed, you can't even tell. Like, the points look amazing. Or at least that's my opinion. Maybe other people don't think that way, but I do. And I think my quilts are beautiful, so. Right, so I'm going to keep going around here. Do a little back stitch. Tighten it up a little bit, and I go back through, do a little back stitch here again. So I'm going to keep going. Open it, and I put the good sides together again. When I start one again, I usually do, like I said, another back stitch. Okay, tie another one off here. really like this color palette. Ooh. So I got this fabric secondhand, and I took a picture of it. It was like $25 a yard, but I got it secondhand, so I think I paid like $2 for it, which is amazing. When you buy secondhand, you can find such amazing stuff that usually is very expensive for like a fraction of the cost. Make sure the video is still going. Okay, good. I hope you guys can like and share this video and subscribe, because that helps me get to 50 subscribers. And I really want to get to 50 subscribers so I can just make live videos and I don't have to store the videos on my phone. That would be great, great, great. Okay. And then I can make really long videos. I'd really like to get to a point where, like, at night, because when my kids go to bed, if I'm not too exhausted, I'll sit up and I'll hand piece. And I'd like to do it where, and I'll like watch shows and stuff, of course, but I like to do it where I have like this stand that I can put on my neck and you guys can watch as I piece, because I think it's so relaxing to just like watch someone hand piece. I like to start doing that, and I think that'd be great if I was streaming and I could just stream it right onto YouTube and share the real progress of each quilt as I literally like piece it together. Like today I got a lot of piecing done because I took my kids to McDonald's play place with my son's friend. We had a lot of fun, and my son and my daughter had a lot of fun, I think. But I took my project there and I got like a block done and I cut some fabrics. That was nice. So even though I only got a little bit in, I still got some in and it was nice, and I got to like relax and quilt. I wouldn't say relax because it's like McDonald's and it's loud, but I got to get some of my artwork in, and that makes me feel good. Do a bunch here. Okay, so this is the end of this part here. So the rolling block part is done. Okay, so since my irons aren't, I'm gonna go iron this. Right, so it's all ironed, and look how pretty that looks. All the edges look great, or the points look good. I just feel like it looks so pretty. All right, so now I'm gonna go around with my very vibrant fabric. This is like my focal fabric. It's actually block print, and again, it's secondhand. I love it. I've been waiting to use it for a special project, and I'm really excited I get to use it on this one, because again, I got this like secondhand, and once I've used it, like it's gone. I can't go buy more, so I really wanted to make it a focal of one of my quilts. And someone like printed this by hand with block print. I mean, that's amazing. Block printing is where you basically carve. See that? That's how I go in, and I'll do another little back stitch for fun. I just move around the edging, but block print is where you basically like you carve a stamp, and then you hand like dip it in the dye or the whatever, the ink, and then you like put it on by hand. It's incredible. I feel like the places I've seen it used most is like India and Africa. just like follow along the edges here. See, there you go. And then you'll see how it turns into a block when I add the final ending part here. See, I go in right through there. Do a little back stitch right here. And I just put the good sides together and I just go right around the edges. Basically just follow the outside. And you're essentially just piecing all the way around. And if you guys want this pattern, you can just email me or message me on Courtney Land Quilts on Instagram, and I'll send you my templates that I use to make this. I mean, like, I'll email it to you. We'll go scan it and I'll email it to you so you guys can just cut out at home. Or you can get the book that I got this from and cut it out yourself. Or not, don't cut it out of the book, trace it and all that. Which I have a video on how to trace and cut your patterns in another video. And I work pretty fast. First one you do, you won't work so fast, but after a while, like, you really will get it going pretty fast. And I would be interested to know how long this would take to piece on a machine. I mean, obviously I think it would be faster than me, but I wonder. I always come in through like the back there. Alright, see that? Now put your good sides together. It's kind of hard to tell with this one because both sides of this print are so nice. Tie a little knot here. Get some more thread. Make sure my going. Okay, good. So nervous, like I was doing a video before and I got like, I swear, I was like talking for like 5 minutes to myself making a video. It was pretty funny. That's not long enough. Sometimes I make my thread a little longer when it's like really nice thread. What kind of thread is this? Okay. This is YLI Machine Quilting. That thread is really nice. It works really well. Don't get cheap thread. If you're going to do anything, don't get cheap thread. That will make your life a nightmare because the thread will just snag and break. It's not good. So if you're going to spend money, spend it on the threading. And you can still go to secondhand places and find nice threading. Like, you don't have to buy it brand new if you don't want to. we've got like 1, 2, 3 left. I always get excited towards the end of it because I'm always excited to like iron it and lay it flat and see how it really looks. And then I photograph it because the colors and stuff really pop in photographs. I'm really dorky about quilting, I know. If I'm doing it too fast, just slow it down and you guys can see how I do it. But I figure, you know, like with the video, you can always slow it down. You can mute me if you want, and you can really just watch how the quilt is made. And a lot of it is just trial and error, just like keep going. You can zoom in on the video and see my stitches up close and see how I did something or folded something and play it back. Okay. Alright. Another one. There's only one more after this. Alright. And keep just going around. Okay, so this is the last little straight line here. And then after I do it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go iron these edges here. And I'll add the last 4 pieces for this block. Alright. Let's make sure. Okay, I'm going to iron it. Alright, so it's ironed. Look how pretty that looks. Oh, it looks so nice. Can't see any of my stitch work. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the border, and look how that becomes a block. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then the block's done. And then you just make as many as you want to make. You can make a king. You can honestly just make one and do pillows. You do a bunch of different stuff, however you want to do it. I always plan on making a king size, but usually I end up making between like a full and a queen. or like a lap blanket, because I like changing it up a lot. Okay. So yeah, for some reason the video cuts out. Just so you know, all you do is just do it on the edges here. I do my back stitch and you just go straight across. Just go straight across. And yep. And then see how this becomes the block. And it is all square and beautiful. And I'm gonna add the other parts here. But yeah, if you're watching this video and you like this, please subscribe and then share this with your friends and family and your quilty friends and all your quilt groups. I'm trying to get to 50 followers or 50 subscribers so I can do live videos. I already said that, but do some back stitches here, knot it. I'm just going to go across here. And I did some back stitches, make a knot. I've only got one left. If you guys want to see the back real quick, you can see how it looks in the back. Look how nice that looks. So cute. I love looking at the backs of quilts. Here. Okay. Do some back stitches and then I tie it off here. And that's it. Alright, are you guys still on? Okay, great. I'm gonna iron this and I'll show you the full thing. I'm wearing my slippers so you can hear them. Alright, there it is. And that's how you do it. That's how you hand piece a rolling star quilt block. If you have any questions about how to make it, materials, anything like that, just message me on Instagram at Courtneyland Quilts, and I will get back to you. And please make sure to subscribe and share this video with your friends, your quilt friends, non-quilt friends. Alright, thank you guys so much.